What's up? My name is Mo. Today is a little different. This is the very first Mo chat on a Monday. I know you're like, girl, what? But basically, in this video, this series is just gonna be me chatting it up, talking about finances, everything related, which also includes self-care, YouTube, money, whatever, right? So in this specific video, you can already tell what it is because you clicked it, you've seen the title. We're talking about what's really popping in the financial community. What have I learned as Mo, being a part of the financial community? So just for some start off facts, like I've been a part of YouTube since April 2020. So I'm a newbie, not even 1 year. Similac, definitely around my mouth. I know y'all see it still. And then I've had my Etsy the month after, so May 2020. Again, not a year. It's currently February 2021. So, just a little bit of background knowledge so I can explain like in the first 10 months, what I've learned thus far. So if you guys are interested, please like, comment, subscribe, grab you some tea because I got me some, what you got, girl? Some vanilla chai. And, get you a candle, set the mood, and let's talk. Especially for you guys who want to work on your finances like we are in the financial community. You guys who want to create a YouTube channel for your finances. You guys who want to create an Etsy shop or whatever. So, yeah, just come on in. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna say that I've personally learned with joining the financial community, like on YouTube, Etsy, and Instagram, is jealousy. Jealousy takes away all your happiness, okay? So what I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys like ever follow Dave Ramsey or no, specifically Dave Ramsey. We'll start off with that. But every day, almost, it seems like he'll post people who are like debt free, and then the sign will go something like, "Oh my gosh, I'm debt free. $150,000 paid off in 6 months," and I'm like, now dang it, what am I doing wrong? Like, I want that. I want 150 grand paid off in 6 months, and so that sense of jealousy definitely takes away all your happiness and joy. So the first thing I have learned is to be happy and be joyful in what it is that I have, because I don't have 150,000 paid off in 6 months. That's first things first. But what I do have, I'm grateful for. I'm happy that I was able to pay off my credit card in 6 months, and take my experience for what it's worth and enjoy the ride. Because when it's over, I'm gonna be like, dang, I remember when I was back in debt. You know what I'm saying? I was young and dumb, and then I'll be like, dang, those were some good days. Maybe they weren't, or those were some bad days, but I will be able to just really like live in the moment. And that's like my whole point of that with the jealousy thing. Jealousy, so the first thing is it comes up with someone else's success. Actually, that's the whole message. Jealousy with someone else's success. But it can be A, paying off your debt, or B, your financial income, because that has also happened with me as well. Like, I have been on YouTube since April, so I'm in like 10 months now, and I have not gotten to 1,000 subscribers to be able to be monetized. And I've seen so many other YouTubers be on there for like 5 or 6 months, and they get their check. Now I'm like, what's the tea, honey? Cause Mo don't have that, and I'm like, why not me? And then I have to check myself. I have to talk to myself and be like, girl, what are you doing? Be grateful for the 700 subscribers you have, because let me tell you something, Mo, them 700 people did not have to subscribe to your channel. And they didn't have to watch your videos. So that is like the jealousy thing. I'm trying to tell you, it really does like kill a lot of joy. Ooh, that's a joy killer. That's the enemy right there. Take some tea sips to that, honey. Ooh, that tastes so good. Okay, and so with that, we're gonna move on into the second point, which is compassion. Now, compassion goes both ways, with one with yourself and then one with another, right? So With yourself, it goes back to the jealousy. Like, oh, why can't I get all these subscribers? Why can't I pay off this much amount of money? But it's like, have compassion. You are doing the best you can. And if you're not, then you need to reevaluate, right? But you're doing the best you can. And it's like, I have to be easy on myself. I don't need to be my hardest critic, I don't need to be beating myself up like, oh, if you just would have paid off that credit card in 2 months. Like, come on, girl. You're doing your best. And that's all you can do. Like, if the money's not there, then you know what I mean? Like, you do what you can. You have to live. You have to eat. And you want to enjoy life because you are still living, right? What's the point of living if you can't enjoy a little something? Now, I'm not saying there are times where you can't, buckle down, but you need to enjoy, especially people like me who have 6-figure debt, okay? So you're telling me if it takes me 10, 15 years to pay it off, I can't do anything fun? Is that what you're saying? No, like that's not what it is. You have to find the joy in the little things. And I don't know, I feel like you guys hear this chair squeaking, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just feel like that comes with compassion for self. Now on the other side, let's flip the coin, okay? We're flipping the coin. It's compassion for others. Now, YouTubers put their life out for the world to see. Now, some people are like, that's their choice. But you also got to think about it like, we're on here, like, at least for me, I can speak for Mo, I'm here for accountability. I appreciate the fact that you guys call me out. I don't appreciate when somebody's like, ugh, I don't like the way you talk. I'm so sorry, ma'am or sir. There's the door. But people don't have that compassion. And I can't make someone have the compassion, but I can delete that comment. You come with me some negativity and it's doop, delete. Doop, doop, delete. So if you are looking to start, YouTube and join the financial community, these are some things you're going to experience or some things you're going to have to look at because there's always going to be at least one hater in the crowd, okay? Especially if you're doing anything in life. Anything. You brushing your teeth? I don't like the way you brushing your teeth. I don't like it in this motion. Give me the circular. Give me, I don't know. But compassion with myself. I need to ease up on myself. And what does that look like financially? That was me creating the no harm, no foul, little sinking fund. Because look, things come up. I had a strict budget. But then when things popped up and came up out of nowhere, it threw off my whole budget. I was pissed, okay? Like, my money is gone. What do I got to do? I'm taking stuff from here. I'm taking stuff from there. But really what it is have a little wiggle room. So compassion can also be compassion with your specific budget. So you got compassion with yourself, compassion with others and their financial journey, and then you have compassion with your budget. You feel what I'm saying? So that is a very, very big one. I feel like since I've gained the compassion with myself, my budget, and I've always really had compassion for others. I'm not too judgmental because I'm like, girl, I got 6 figures. Oh girl, you good. It's okay. We here together, so. But once I learned to have the compassion with myself and my budget, I'm trying to tell you, I had so much more positivity. Like, there was a lot of negativity, like, stripped away, because it's just like, that's how I felt, like that breath of just get up off my back, get up off my own back. I'm on my own back and I had to get up off of it. You know what I'm saying? So, the third thing I learned, número 3, which would be boundaries. That goes back to the compassion with budget a little bit, but basically, and the YouTubing. So have boundaries in everything. Have boundaries in your budget. You know what you want to spend on what. So it's like, have a cutoff. I know that I have a no harm, no foul. I got a cutoff. And if I exceed that cutoff, then I take away money from something that I was going to enjoy. Like when I was saving for my iPad, if I exceeded the money, food is a bad example. It really is. If I exceeded the money in my Mo fund, which is like me, I don't know, drinking coffee or something, I would take that money from the iPad because the iPad fund is not a necessity. It was something that I enjoyed. But since I decided to cross the line and cross the boundary, I gave myself some repercussions. I sure did. Yes, I did. So that's boundaries, right? With the budget. And then there's boundaries on YouTube. Now, to each his own. We are sharing a lot of our information, and I feel as though we can only be as transparent as we choose to be. So like, people are like, oh, why don't you show your face? But you also guys got to keep in mind, like, I'm sharing so much with you guys, and there are some boundaries, that comes with that. So I feel like boundaries is a big one, specifically for my budget. Now, YouTube, it might not be you. It's literally up to you. So if you're like, listen, I can show my face, I can do whatever I want, you can do it. I am not mad at you. Do that for you, because that may work for you. But if you don't do that, be okay with it, because that's me. I'm like, oh, people want me to show my face, and I'm like, maybe I will one day, but the day I show my face will be the day I give you less information, because you guys know I'm in tech, I'm in cyber more specifically. So I'm like, flag on the plate. I don't know. I'm cautious. So those are things that I have to think about. But I do feel like I'm kind of pressured into doing stuff like that. And so for me, that is a boundary. So those are, something to think about with boundaries when it comes to YouTube. Etsy, I don't really know how there can be a boundary with Etsy. Same thing with Instagram, with YouTube, and then also your budget. So number 4 for me would be having the vision, right? You can say you're gonna pay off all the debt in the world, but if you don't see that, are you really gonna pay it off? I'll wait. Like, if you don't see yourself, if you're like, I'm gonna pay off my budget, I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna have financial freedom, but if you don't really believe it and you don't have the vision of it, is it really gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I was always positive with my debt. Like, I'm always like, it's finito. Like, it's gonna be done. Put it in the bag, tie it up, and throw it out, because it's gone. Like, that's how I feel, like, from day one. I believe that you have to have, that vision. You have to have the ability to try to manifest those things. And if you don't know how to manifest, there are resources out here on manifesting. And the first thing with manifesting for me is being grateful and having gratitude. So I feel like having that vision that life is going to be good and debt is going to disappear and your money is going to save, or whatever it is that your goal is, like that is like the driving force for you. At least for me it is. But I feel like that you have to have something that continuously pushes you, right? For when things get hard, because they will get hard with budgeting. You got to have that vision. You got to be like, okay, listen, I'm doing this because I don't see the lights at the end of the tunnel, but I know what they could possibly look like, because I'm envisioning them in my mind. I'm manifesting it. So I'm going to be good. I know when I'm done, when I'm on the other side of this 6-figure debt, I'm going to be able to take these vacations, and I'm going to be able to put my school and my kid in a karate school, or I'm going to be able to get my hair done every other week. Like, have that vision, manifest that crap, sis or bro. Like, do that for you, because it really, really does help the motivation. It helps the progress to have that end goal vision, and you see it in your mind. I go to bed at night, I take a nap in the middle of the day, I see that vision, I'm manifesting it. I'm like, I'm living good. I'm living good. Said, living good. Like, literally, when I wake up, I'm like, yes, and this is what I'm doing it for. This is what I am doing it for. Okay, and the last point that I have, well, actually, yeah, it's the last one, is there is always more money to be made. That is something that I really, truly learned in the financial community. Like, if you have the problem that you can't pay off your debt because you don't have that much more money, side hustles for days. Number 1, Etsy is a bomb side hustle. That's kind of like my side hustle, but it's also becoming my baby. Some people just doing it for the meantime to make a little bit of money. But Mo is like, I'm trying to build an empire. So right now my profits are not that high. Mind you, I'm selling budget planners. But then there are people who are like selling quick things, for $10, whatever, and they don't weigh that much, or and they see the quick revelation, or the quick goal of what it is they want. And I see the quick goal as well. However, I'm just saying, mine's, the profit's gonna come eventually, but it's not here right now. But Etsy is a bomb, extra income side hustle. Then you have Instacart. People love Instacart. People love DoorDash. All of those Uber Eats, and picking up another job on the weekends, picking up another job at the end of your job, right? So you get off at 5 o'clock, you start your second job 6, 7 p.m. I've learned in the financial community that people hustle. Everybody wants Everybody wants a get rich easy scheme. Everybody wants a positive net worth real quick scheme. Everybody wants to know how I can just hurry up and pay it off scheme, how I can make all this money. Like, you got to put in the work. The work needs to be put in. I have learned that putting in the work is like, you can't go around it. Can't go around it, can't go over it, can't go under it, got to go through it. Period. And that's that. You literally just have to do it. So yeah, my recommendations or advice to people who wants to get second income, it would be the Instacart. It would be Etsy or your own shop, right? Because Etsy got a lot of fees. I'm gonna show you guys that in another video. It could be monetizing YouTube. That's an income. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different ways that you can get it. So there's always money to be made. Babysitting kids, babysitting dogs, dog sitting dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to create other revenues of income. And I've learned that through the financial community so much. I never knew about all these different ways, okay? Like, I've heard of stuff that I had never heard of stuff before. Can't really remember it. But I'm just saying, there are so many endless possibilities. And I have learned that being a part. And I would have never known if I was not a part of the financial community. And for that, I am grateful. And then my last little tidbit, which is not on my list, is friendship and sisterhood. This financial community can be harsh, you know. You can be jealous. There can be a lack of compassion. There can be compassion. There can be a lack of boundaries or a lot of boundaries, regardless of what it is. Something that I've learned is there are always people out here that are like-minded. There are always people who are rooting for you. I do not know any of you guys. Okay, you do not know my face for nothing, but the sisterhood, the friendship, like the accountability that you guys give me, I'm blown. Like, I am so over, like my cup is spilleth overeth. Okay, I am just so happy with all joy. And it's just like, dang, these people don't even know me and they're rooting for me, and the kindness, you know. And we can make money together. Like, I shout them out, especially like YouTubers. You know, I shout them out, they shout me out. We do giveaways, you know. They give and take a lot. You know what I mean? And I've learned that so much. And just like to name a few, you got Charm Budgets. I'll go ahead and add all of them below. You got Charm Budgets, Breachery Plans, Monet's Money, Her Courage to Plan, Mrs. Megan. She is dope, okay? I love her channel. And then you also have people like Sharia Mack. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but I'm close to something. But literally, like this it's like a friendship and a bond in the struggle. You know, sometimes when you struggle together, you have that bonding. I don't know. This has just been my experience, Mo's experience in the last 10 months of joining YouTube, of joining Instagram, and like 9-8 months of joining Etsy. I would not trade it for the world. My process is slow, okay? But honestly, it's rewarding. I feel like I'm learning so many life lessons. I feel like it just doesn't get any better, you know, and I'm learning as I go. And I don't know, I hope that these little tips and tidbits, if you're looking to start a YouTube and Etsy, join the financial community or whatever it is that you're trying to do, I hope this helps you. I hope this assists you. I hope this motivates you some way, somehow. But yeah, that's all I got today from Mo Chats on a Monday. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.